Hey everybody, what's going on? Today we're going to talk about ozone ear insufflation, putting ozone right into your ear. I'm Micah, the Ozonaut, teaching you how to do ozone at home and find health. Please note, this video is for informational purposes only and is not intended to be medical advice. Please seek advice from your medical practitioner before attempting anything like this or ozone therapy. Ozone therapy is considered an alternative modality and is not approved by the FDA. Before we get started, here are the things you're going to need. You're going to need your oxygen tank regulator and your oxygen tank, your silicone tubing that's going to connect your regulator to your generator, your ozone generator, your ozone water bubbler system, and a ozone stethoscope, which is going to connect up to your ears. First thing you do is take your tubing, connect it to the oxygen tank regulator. The other end is going to go into the ozone generator so that we have our oxygen tank hooked up to our ozone generator so we can make ozone gas. Now you might be wondering, why do we have an ozone water bubbler system? Can't you just do directly to the ozone stethoscope? And you can, but ozone is a very dry gas. So for some people it causes irritation if they're continually doing ozone ear insufflation. So what this does is this humidifies the ozone. The ozone gas goes down through the water, up and out and into the stethoscope, more humid than it was when it first went in. So it's less irritating to the ears. It helps it to adhere to the ear canal a little bit better as well. So you're going to take your ozone water bubbler system. We already have water in there. We're going to connect it to the ozone generator. The other end of the ozone water bubbler system is going to connect right here. And our ozone stethoscope just goes right in the ears, like so. And you can just be a good looking fella and just sit there and look pretty while you do this. Another thing to note is that it is not safe to breathe ozone. Now, OSHA does have an allowable level of ozone to breathe, but if you're sensitive to ozone or you just don't like the smell of it, what it's suggested you do is get a 3M mask on Amazon, and I'll have a link below to exactly where you can find that in the description of this video. And you can wear that while you're doing the ozone ear insufflation. Personally, I feel very comfortable with it. It doesn't really bother me. I actually like the smell of ozone, and it doesn't seem to be, I've never had an issue with it on my lungs when I'm doing an ozone ear insufflation. However, it is suggested you use the mask. So I put this in my ears. I'm going to turn my ozone generator on. No ozone gas is being made yet because the gas is not flowing from the tank. For today's purposes, I'm going to choose setting 4, which equates to 18 gamma or micrograms per milliliter of ozone. So that's how strong the ozone is going to be. So I'm going to get up and change my oxygen tank regulator to setting 4. And it kind of sounds like a waterfall right now. So if I'm talking louder, that's because I can actually hear the water bubbling, and it's kind of a pleasurable, not a pleasurable. So now the ozone gas is going through the ozone water bubbler. You can see the bubbles coming up, and the humidified ozone is going out and directly into my ears. Now again, you want to start lower. So maybe 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes once, and then wait a couple days until you do it again, especially if you have issues in your ear. So how often can you actually do ozone ear insufflation, and at what dose? So typically 3 to 10 minutes is the recommended time to actually do this. So I'm just going to do this for a couple minutes right now. When you first start, the first time you want to do it, you just want to do it for 3 minutes and wait a couple days to see how you respond. So some people do have adverse reactions with ozone ear insufflation. And I have another video covering ozone ear insufflation, how it works, what it's doing in the body, what are some of the risks, and you want to make sure to watch that before you actually jump in and do this. But start slow, start small, and work your way up. So 3 to 10 minutes and up to every day. But start with just doing once and then wait a couple days, see how you respond, do it again, and then work up to every day if you want to, if you have a chronic ear infections. Now, if you don't have chronic ear infections, you don't really have any issues. I personally don't think, if you don't have head issues, there's not a whole lot of reason to do this. Just do the rectal insufflation ozone therapy. That's really the best way to get a systemic treatment of ozone. The ozone ear insufflation is fantastic, but it's not going to give you the same systemic benefits as doing the rectal insufflation ozone therapy. So just kick back, relax for a couple minutes until your timer goes off, until you're ready to be done. And that is ozone ear insufflation. I'm Micah, the Ozonaut, teaching you how to do ozone at home and find health.